If you know me, you know I want to do a little something for Ray Ballew as far as giving him a tribute. And I can remember back to my very first voice lesson when I was in the 4th grade. Ray wanted me to start before my voice changed so he could keep my upper register and be able to sing very, very high. And so we went into that first voice lesson, and he laid me down on the couch, and I'm going, now what's up this? I thought I was coming for voice lesson and not psychiatric help. Not to say I didn't need it, but I don't know if I wanted Ray to be the one to give it to me. But anyway, what happened, as I'm sure with many of you all, he sat there and got 3 encyclopedias, don't know how he found them between all the music, and laid them on my stomach and told me to breathe. First thing I did was start breathing, and he showed me how you had to breathe correctly if you were going to sing correctly. And that is so true, that you can't be lazy in singing, and that how Ray would pay attention to all the small details, because he knew if you didn't do the small details right, then the big details would never happen correctly. And so that was my very first experience with Ray. And then I can remember as a junior high person being in some musicals at U.S. Grant when I was still in the 7th and 8th grades, and thought I had arrived. I had the lead role with Larry Rapp in the Christmas Carol, and we switched out a couple of times on that at U.S. Grant during the school days to bring that to the students. And then Charles Dotson and I did the King and I over at U.S. Grant, and Karen Abbott was our mother, and I remember all those great times with Ray. But I went out to my garage the other day, and I have to tell you, I looked at those medals I won from high school, and the trophies I won back in high school. And I got to thinking about some of those things, how very first song I did, I still remember to this day. Oh, the pretty, pretty creature, when I next do meet her. I remember every word of that song from back in 9th grade. I made a 1+ on that. That had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with what Ray taught me and how to do it. Senior year, I sang Victoria, 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 mio core. I bet most of you can still sing some of those songs to this day, and you haven't thought of them in 20, 30 years. I can remember that when I was a freshman at U.S. Grant, Ray had left. That was his first year at Southwestern Junior College back then. And he left a great group of seniors, and I was chosen as a freshman to get to sing with a mixed double quartet. And man, I thought I was on cloud 9. Here I was, a freshman, singing with all these guys, and we took a song all the way to state that year, and took a 1 at state. And I can promise you it had nothing to do with the vocal music teacher that was at Grant at that time. Great guy, but he knew nothing about music. But it was because of all those voice lessons and everything those students back then had learned from Ray that kept the tradition at U.S. Grant going for a few years. Then I went to college and went to Southwestern with Ray, and was in Great Life Singers my freshman year, that year with him as the director. And I learned so much with him, and we traveled up and down the East Coast, Florida, during spring break along with Leroy Baker. And I can think of so many great friends and relationships I developed that first year at Southwestern that has stuck with me through these years. And a couple of years ago, I got to thinking back that there were certain people in my life that I needed to thank for what they'd done for me and what they'd made me. Ray Ballew, you're one of those people. I do what I do today in the sound industry because of how you taught me and what a voice should sound like. And my vocation has strictly come from you. And I want to thank you for being a mentor. I know I'm one of the only people who can say no to you. For the rest of you out there, meet me on the side and give me $50 and I'll tell you my secrets. But many times, the only times I really said no to Ray was when he wanted me to be in a musical, because I'd had my fill of musicals through the years. Just about anything else I would do for Ray. Ray's a great man who has a great legacy, who cares about students, not only vocally, but he was always so proud when his students went on to be successful in no matter what business of life. And Ray, I just wanted to stop and say thank you for what you've done for me, for what you've done for my family down over the years. Even my youngest son has been able to take voice lessons from Ray, and you know, that's quite a heritage over a long, long time. Ray, I love you. I thank you. You are the greatest, and I can't wait to see what all happens in the next few years. Thank you.